Dr. Verbruggen, talk to us about osteoporosis. What exactly is it?
Osteoporosis is actually a disease that arises from extensive bone loss. Actually, there's more another word for extensive bone loss. And well, this bone loss can obviously result in an increased risk for fractures. So that's why it's really a serious disease that you want to prevent getting.
It's more prevalent among women,
yes,
correct?
Yes, it is. Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's because, well, during the young ages, I mean, during adulthood, you develop your bone, and that's until you're about 30 years, 40 years, then you start declining the bone again, because then the resorption of the bone outweighs the buildup of the bone. And in women, particularly after menopause, this decrease goes much faster than in men. And that's because this bone formation is also related to the hormone status, so it's more controlled by the female hormones. And once we get into menopause, these female hormones drop, so we lose that protection, more or less, by our natural hormones. And that's why it causes this steeper decrease in bone loss.
What about men? They also experience osteoporosis,
yes,
don't they?
Yes, they do. They follow the same pattern during the early stages of life, so they build up also until they're about 30 years old, 40 years old, and they start to slowly break down the bone, and that increases slowly, so in the end of their lifespan.
Fruterum has a product called Osteolife.
Yes.
Could you tell us about that?
Osteolife is a combination, it's actually a formulation product of soy life together with calcium and vitamin D. And this product is formulated in a way as it is studied in the OPUS study. The OPUS study was targeted to look how isoflavones could prevent bone loss in postmenopausal women, and in this study it was combined with a calcium and a vitamin D treatment to prevent deficiencies of calcium and vitamin D, to be sure that we're not measuring any deficiency problem. This combination has been studied very intensely now and found very beneficial and without any adverse effects, and that's why we introduced this combination, this formulation now as a new product we call Osteolife.
So Osteolife is a combination of vitamin D, calcium, and
soy life.
And soy
life
life
extra, yes.
How does it compare to medications for osteoporosis that are on the market? They're rather toxic.
Medication can have adverse effects because they're also more potent, really treatment directed and oriented. The Osteolife is a food supplement, so it helps prevent. It is effective, it is beneficial, that's what we have shown in the study, so it's backed up by the science, but still it's a food supplement. It's not a medication.
It's natural.
It's natural, yeah.
And there are no side effects.
Without any shown side effects, exactly. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dr. Verbruggen.
You're welcome.